Good morning, dear students. Today we will solve third worksheet of chapter number 4. It is from financial planning. Yesterday we have seen practice set 4.2. In our textbook we have practice set 4.3 and 4.4 also, which has been omitted. So after completing practice set 4.2 we have completed our chapter. So now let us see the worksheet. Your first question in the worksheet is choose the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. When you will see the worksheet, so what is the first fill in the blanks? Rate of GST on essential commodities is dash. So options are 5%, 12%, 0% and 18%. So when I was explaining you the introduction of GST, I have explained you essential commodities are the commodities which we use in our day-to-day life, and on that commodities 0% GST is charged. So your correct option is 0%. Second, the tax levied by central government for trading within state is dash. Central government means CGST. So options are given. So correct option will be your CGST. GST system was introduced in our country from, which means it is bring into the law on which date. So we have the option, I have explained you this also, it is on 1st July 2017. Now your fourth question is the rate of GST on stainless steel utensil is 18%. The rate of state GST is, so as it is 18%, state GST will be half of it. So it will be 9%. Now we will see fifth MCQ. In the format of GST identification number, there are dash alphanumerals. So you know all that, how many alphanumerals are there? There are 15 alphanumerals. So correct option from the given alternative is 15. So this is your first question where you have to choose the correct alternative and mark and write in the blank. Let us move to the second question. Second question is, a ready-made garment shopkeeper gives 5% discount on a dress of rupees 10,000 and charge 5% GST on the remaining amount. Then what is the purchase price of the dress for the customer? So first we will find out how much discount he have given. Discount is equals to 5% of 1000. 5 upon 100 into 1000 is equals to 50 rupees. So now taxable amount will be 1000 minus 50, which is 950 rupees. So on this 950 rupees, shopkeeper charged 5% GST. So amount of GST is equals to 5% of 950. 5 upon 100 into 950 will be 47 rupees and 50 paisa. So now you have amount of GST, you have taxable amount, so you can find out the purchase price, which means total cost of that particular dress for the customer is. Total value is taxable amount plus GST. The taxable value is 950 and GST charged is 47 rupees 50 paisa. We'll add both, we'll get 997 rupees and 50 paisa. So this is the second question. Moving to third one. Mr. Rohit is a retailer. He paid GST of rupees 6500 at the time of purchase. He collected GST of rupees 8000 at the time of sale. Now in this question you will see on your worksheet there are 4 questions. We will see one by one each. Your first question is find his input tax and output tax. So the input tax is a tax what he paid and output tax is a tax what he collected. So it is 6500 input tax and output tax is 8000. Next question is, what is his input tax credit? Input tax credit is a tax which he pays. So it will be 6500. Now third question is, find his GST payable. So you know the formula, it is output tax minus input tax. minus 6,500, you will get rupees 1,500 is his GST payable. And last, fourth question in this question is you have to find CGST and SGST payable, which will be the half of GST payable 1,500. So CGST payable is equals to SGST payable. It will be half of 1,500, which is 750 rupees. So these are the two basic questions about GST payable, CGST payable and SGST payable. Let us move to the next question, which is on the next page, which is an activity of trading chain. Suppose a manufacturer sold a bicycle for a taxable value of 4,000 to a wholesaler. Wholesaler sold it to the retailer for 4,800 and retailer sold to a customer for 5,200. All this 4,000, 4,800, 5,200 are all taxable value. Rate of GST on all is charged 12%. You have to complete the following activity and find out CGST and SGST payable at each step. So your trading chain start from manufacturer, then wholesaler, then retailer and then customer. So first one, output tax of manufacturer which he will collect from wholesaler will be 12% of 4,000. So 4,000 multiplied by 12 upon 100, which will give you 480 rupees. It is mentioned here GST payable by manufacturer is 480 rupees. Now output tax of wholesaler. Output tax of wholesaler means he will collect this output tax from retailer. Again 12% GST is charged. Answer is written already, 576 rupees. So therefore GST payable by wholesaler is output tax minus input tax, that is 576 minus 480, 96 rupees. Manufacturer paid 480 rupees and wholesaler paid 96 rupees. Now coming on retailer. Output tax of retailer will be 12% of 5,200, that is 12 upon 100 into 5,200, which is 624 rupees. So we have output tax of retailer, we have input tax of retailer. Input tax of the retailer is 576. So when you will subtract it, you will get 48 rupees. So we got the GST payable of manufacturer also, wholesaler also and retailer also. So now we will fill all the values in the table given below. From manufacturer paid GST of 480 rupees. So CGST will be 240 and SGST will be also 240, half of it. As wholesaler paid GST of 96, CGST will be 48 and SGST will also be 48 rupees. As retailer paid 48 rupees GST, CGST will be 24 and SGST will also be 24. So total of GST payable is 624 when you will add 480, 96 and 48. So half of 624 is 312, half of it is 312. So I hope you all understood the basic question of GST. Write the worksheet very properly by understanding the video. In the starting only columns are made to write the name, division, roll number and date. So I request all the students strictly to write your information properly on the worksheet, your proper name, your roll number and the division before submitting the worksheet to your respective class teacher. Thank you.